in the manner which the Netherlands exited the Euro, how will you say the Frank de Boer boys, will you say it was a very big blow to them to go out? Do they deserve to go out at this stage?
Well, in football, if you don't take your chances, you're going to suffer. And that's exactly what happened. They didn't take their chances and they suffered. Okay, so it's not like a game where they were overtly dominated or the opposition was a million times better than them. But you said the thing about the Czech Republic, and I think in a group that we both belong, I said, I like the way the Netherlands ball distribution and awareness and their three-man defense was good, especially in the first half. But when you create chances, you've got to be able to take them. And that has followed them all through the tournament. Even all the games that they won, there seemed to be this lackadaisical attitude of, don't worry, we'll go win the game. Anytime we want to get the goal, we'll get the goal. But then you're playing against a very compact side like Czech Republic, who doesn't give you a chance. Okay, Czech Republic have considered only 2 goals in this tournament. So that's a testament to how good they defend. It's not a question of one solid defender or a Virgil van Dijk, and everybody say, oh, the Netherlands were missing Virgil van Dijk. Not really that. The fact is, Frankie de Jong did come to the party in this game. Delete made a mistake in the second half and deleted their opportunity, their chances of going forward in the competition. But having said that, I think that the entire team, the Guinea Wijnaldum team that we all say he arrives at the box like Frank Lampard, we didn't see that. And the rest of the team, to the few chances that they created in the first half, I think that they should have taken those chances and delivered. That was a chance where a player was through on goal and indecision, the goalkeeper saved it, so many things that didn't come to the party. I think there was a little bit of arrogance and confidence, like, okay, we are the Netherlands, we are pace balls, we would get this one done, but that didn't happen. So their exit, it's their own fault, okay? It's their own making. But we're not going to sit here, blame the Netherlands, and not give credit where it is due. I think that the Czech Republic team played to a tactics that was comfortable for them, that made them not overwork themselves. Patrick Schick was always going to be a thorn in the flesh of anybody. His confidence have lifted. I mean, when you have a season like he had with Borussia Bayern Leverkusen, you're going to come back and look at yourself and say, okay, where do I start here? I need to make a mark for myself and do well. But then there are quite a few players who also give a good account of themselves for the Netherlands. People like Memphis Depay. I'm not really a diehard fan of Memphis Depay, but I think in this tournament, it gave me a reason to think again. Did Barcelona make a good choice for him? I think that Barcelona went for the available, not the desired. Okay, so it's a different thing. And then there was the player, that Dutch player that plays for PSV. I think he had a good tournament. The one that is managed by Mino Raiola. I think he had a good tournament, and hopefully he can go from here and make something of that. Denzel Dumfries, okay. I think he had a good tournament, and he could go from here and make a good mark for himself. But I think that there were too many mistakes. Scotland ball, delete. Nigel de Jong didn't show up in the game, and Frankie de Jong didn't show up in the game. They were obviously going to suffer at the end of the day. So it's their fault, but credit to Czech Republic for what they did.
Okay, still talking about the Netherlands. Will you say, after Ronald Koeman left the post of the Netherlands, will you say that Frank de Boer was the right fit for the position, knowing fully well that Jose Mourinho had a strong word about Frank de Boer in his time in England, where he lost his first 4 games without even scoring a goal, then tagging him as the worst manager to ever come to the EPL?
I wouldn't say that is where I want to judge him for, but this is not the first time that the boy is being the coach of the Netherlands. And the first time out, he didn't do well, came back again. His coaching career has not really been fantastic. Let's be very honest. There's really been nothing to show for his coaching. But the way and manner in which Ronald Koeman left the Dutch team, it was like what Mancini was doing, what Mancini has been doing for Italy. And it seems like the Euro was a place where they were going to climax, where they were going to put everything on display, and then he just left them because an irresistible offer came from FC Barcelona. Even though Barcelona were suffering, things were not going well, he would rather pitch his tent with them than stay with the Netherlands, because the Netherlands job, we talk about for club and country most of the time, especially in Africa here. So our players love their club more than their country, but we see that happen in Europe all the time. That's exactly what Ronald Koeman did, and we also saw that with a former Spanish coach who left the national team a couple of days to a tournament. I went to go and coach Real Madrid, and then it didn't last long. He got fired. So I think Koeman leaving put the Dutch FA in a very, very tight place. They needed a coach that was available, that they didn't need to negotiate and, pay compensation and all that. They didn't have that money. So they went for the guy who was available. He started the tournament well. He continued from where Coman stopped and, was doing well. But there was just that thing about them that was lacking. There was ruthlessness. This Dutch team was not ruthless. We saw them take a 2-goal lead, and the opposition came back to 2-2. They managed to win 3-2. There was no ruthlessness. The lackadaisical approach to game, not finishing the chances when they create them, was always going to come back to bite them. And that's the character of the Boa team. The team, all the teams that is coached, that's what their character, their elements are. There's always that soft underbelly about them. If you're listening to the Sports Lounge on Saturday, I said it about them, and they were like, "Oh, this team will beat the Belgian team. Like Belgium will beat this team, take them to the cleaners," and that's exactly what we're saying. So I wouldn't want to put all the blame on Coman, but on easy lies the head that wears the crown. When you are in a seat like this, you're obviously going to take the can when things go wrong, and when things go right, you'll take the praises. So yeah, it's there, but some of the players just didn't show up against Czech Republic. When Adam, the Young, the Leeds did what he did in the second half, the goalkeeper, Sketlenburg, and a lot of players didn't show up where you needed them to show up, and that's the reason why they lost the game.
You are listening to Elegbete TV Radio.